NLE Choppa, aka Bryson Potts, is a 16-year-old rapper from Memphis, Tennessee. He's cited his #1 musical influence as being Lil Wayne. And even before watching any of his interviews or looking into his background at all, I could already see that Wayne had a big influence on his lyrics. Like this one line from No Chorus Part 4, plug on the phone, call him Texaco. That cryptic and clever wordplay is really reminiscent of some Lil Wayne type lyrics, and also pretty impressive for somebody as young as Choppa to have that kind of wit behind his bars. What makes it even more impressive is that he only started taking music seriously 1 year ago, and only really started rapping 2 years ago. So this dude is either like an industry plant, or he's just born to be a rapper, has crazy natural talent, and is extremely lucky to be in the right place at the right time to blow up as quickly as he did. His first song was called No Love Anthem and was released in 2018, and right now it's sitting at just under 200,000 views on YouTube at the time of making this video. If you look closely, you'll notice that he was going by the name YNR Choppa at the time of the release, and YNR stands for Young and Ruthless. He later changed it to NLE, which stands for No Love Entertainment. Basically, he's just doing the same sort of thing as YBN by putting the group name in front of his rap alias. Anyway, after he released a few more songs, including Shotta Flow and Shotta Flow Part 2, some top-tier record labels like Interscope and Republic reportedly started a bidding war, trying to get Choppa to sign with them. Choppa declined a $3 million deal and instead signed with United Masters, which is an independent record label run by Steve Stout. He signed with this label because they allow him the ability to keep his rights to the master recordings and his publishing. Once again, another impressive act for somebody so young to have the foresight and self-control to turn down a $3 million deal in exchange for sole ownership of his intellectual property. Today we're going to be aiming to create an NLE Choppa type song along the lines of Hit the Scene or Shotta Flow. Let's get into the cook-up. I pulled up this piano preset in Nexus, and I'm going to lay down a dark, bouncy melody in the key of C minor. Here's what I came up with. I pulled up this Nexus patch, and I laid down a couple of notes just to sit in the background and fill up space in the mix. I laid down this snare, which only really fills up the higher end frequencies. And I layered it with this snare, which has some lower frequencies in it. I made this hat pattern. I laid down an open hat. I made this kick pattern. I made this 808 pattern that just follows the kick. Here's what the drums sound like all together. And here's the main secret sauce to an NLE Choppa type beat. We have to chop up the beat at the end of the pattern every once in a while. The chops I make here will be the same as the chops in both Shotta Flow and Hit the Scene. I'm also sidechaining the kick to the 808 so that the 808 ducks out of the way slightly when the kick hits. Now it's time to write some lyrics. NLE Choppa's lyrics focus on 1. Violence, 2. Drugs, perks, lean, Roxy's, etc. 3. Intimate relations with other people's girlfriends. 4. Guns and references to specific ammo calibers. 5. Make punchlines but keep it simple. My vocal mixing is the same as always, but I will be putting a bit more saturation than usual on my vocals today, since a lot of NLE Choppa's recorded vocals sound slightly distorted. And my typical disclaimer, I'm not trying to do an outright impression of NLE Choppa. I'm just doing my best to emulate some of his flows and subject matter found within his lyrics. With all of that out of the way, let's see what we've come up with.
extreme, I'm losing my balance. If he run up, he get flipped like gymnastics. Turn to a vegetable, peeling the cabbage. And he ain't 21 yet, but I'm savage. Pop me a perky, sipping that tech. Fucking your bae, she giving me neck. Tucking that glizzy right next to my dick. Hop out and smoke him just like cigarette. Keeping that heat on me just like a thermos. 7.6 to split him like surgery. He said he wanted that beef like a jerky. Family a crime, mama be worried. Keeping that stick on me just like a cripple. Hanging with killer, this shit is official. Quick with the draw, this shit like a scribble. Ready to pot your edges like a pimple.